Hi guys, welcome back to the kitchen. My name is Brandy if you're new here, and welcome to my channel Sewing Back. This is kind of a part 2 of a project I started back in October. I was harvesting my elderberries. I made an elderberry syrup, and matter of fact, I need to make more elderberry syrup. We've pretty much went through it with this last junk. And, but I made my first elderberry tincture, and I also harvested goldenrod that was on, it's on my property. And I made my first goldenrod tincture. So when you make tinctures, they need to sit for 6 to 8 weeks. Well, these have been sitting for 6 to 8 weeks. So this one is the goldenrod, and this one is the elderberry. And I want to finish them off so that I can use them, because both of these have great medicinal properties, particularly for head colds and chest colds and things like that. So I will link in the description the video where I made the tinctures, and I'll put it up in the cards. So if you're thinking about possibly growing some of your own elderberries, elderberries will produce pretty quickly. Goldenrod, you pretty much can find anywhere. The only thing I would say about goldenrod is you want to find from a source where it's not had chemicals sprayed on it and things like that. So this was on our property. As a matter of fact, this is on the newer property that we cleared. I know that there's been no chemicals, no nothing over there, probably in 100+ years. And I don't even think they would have had those chemicals to spray back then, so never. I know that there's still things through drift that can come from other places. I can't control that, but as far as a good source of goldenrod, I don't think it could get much better than that. So I have that. And the elderberries, if you're thinking about doing elderberries, they are fast growers and fast producers of a fruit. So my elderberry trees are, I got them in the summer of 2020. They were a Master Gardener's propagation. I purchased 3, and I have successfully propagated a lot of elderberry trees myself at this point off of that, off of the cuttings. So, and the first year I had fruit, not in abundance, but enough to, you know, sample it or whatever. This past year I had enough to make elderberry syrup. I have probably one more batch worth of berries in my freezer, and I have dried elderberries. And I'm going to go ahead and start with the goldenrod tincture because it's actually been sitting about a week longer than the elderberry. And ooh, I wish y'all could smell that. Wow, that smells really good. All right, so we're just going to pour it in here. Smells really good. I bet this stuff is like amazing, and I won't have enough. I'll have to harvest more of this next year, because I took part of this and I'm still gonna make my salve. I haven't made it. I had it on the schedule to make. I have everything to make it, and I got sick, so I haven't made it yet. So that will be coming. So I split up my goldenrod that I harvested this year, and part of it went in this tincture, and the other part went in a different, it's actually in with an oil, and I believe it was olive oil I used. And that over here. That looks pretty good. Let me see. I have another one. I'm going to strain it a second time. But in the other one, I took the blossoms and it's been infused with this olive oil, and it had to sit. It's ready. I can do it, but it's been sitting, and I've had to shake it and all that good stuff. All right, so I'm going to strain this one more time, just in case if anything got through. I mean, this smells so different. I remember thinking that the goldenrod smelled so good. So this didn't yield a whole lot. So I'm gonna have to be careful with that. But that looks pretty. Can you see that? Ooh. I'm gonna put the lid on it. All right. So I'm gonna rinse my stuff out, and then we're gonna do the elderberry. Vodka is pretty much the recommended alcohol for making tinctures. Oh, good Lord, I can open it. There we go. That smells a little different. It doesn't smell like this at all. All right, so here goes nothing. Now I don't think I can give these, I don't know if I can give these to my chickens because they've been infusing in this alcohol. So, I mean, I guess that'd be a pretty drunk chicken. So I don't think I'm gonna do that. I know I could compost them, but if it was just doing like elderberry syrup and stuff, I would totally feed that to my chickens. But because this has been in alcohol, and I just don't know. I have not researched that. All right. Let's see. That's dark. It doesn't smell, it smells potent like alcohol. Where when you do your elderberry syrup, you've got the honey and like clove and cinnamon. So it has a little bit sweeter smell. This one's pretty sweet smelling. So yeah. So we're gonna try to strain this one more time. This is clean. Make sure you always use clean things. Just like if you were canning or something like that. That is really pretty. All right, so let me put the lid on. Put the other one over here. All right, guys, hold on and we'll do a taste test. All right, guys, I'm gonna do a taste test. It said when I did all my research that you could mix the two. So, and I honestly don't know how much to take. And I've said before, I'm not someone who drinks alcohol regularly. Certainly not hard liquor. I might have a glass of wine for a special occasion. So, yeah. So we're gonna start with half a teaspoon and we're gonna see what we think. So, what do they say? Bottoms up. Oh my gosh. not bad. I've actually had a lot of cough medicines and things, or cold medicines, that tasted a whole lot worse. Honestly, it doesn't. It has a nice like after flavor. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm hoping it works. I'll let y'all know if I get a good night's sleep and I'm not coughing. That would be wonderful. All right. Let me cleanse my palate. All right, so now we've got the elderberry tincture. All right, I'm just gonna flip my spoon. We're gonna get as close to half a teaspoon as I can. Now I will tell you with the elderberries, whether it's the syrup, whatever it is, be careful, it stains, so be mindful. All right, here we go. Bottoms up, take 2. That's totally different. It's not bad. I think I like the goldenrod. I like that after flavor on the goldenrod a little bit better, but neither one of them are bad. I don't know that I'd be giving it to my kids. Now my kids are older, so, but if it does the trick, yeah, I'll be calling my big boy up. He texted me this morning that now he's come down with we're calling it the crud. It just kind of starts as a head cold, no fever or anything, no body aches, nothing like that. Just like up in the head, sinus, all that, and then it just gets this awful cough. So, I'm telling you, I feel a little woohoo. So, anyway, I will keep you posted on how these tinctures, if they help me out, if I can get a good night's sleep. Because I'm not just coughing to cough, especially when I go to lay down. And so, that's, like I said, I'm pleasantly surprised. So that is exciting to me because I harvested both of these off of my own property. One I actually grew and propagated, and the other just kind of naturally occurred. But I'm excited about that. So anyway, I will be making the salve with the goldenrod in an upcoming video. I need to be 100% before I take that on. I need sleep, honestly. So, and all of you, I've had so many of you write such sweet things about feel better, and I appreciate that so much. And with that, I'm going to end this before I start coughing again. Honestly, I don't feel like coughing right now, which is interesting. I don't know, maybe it's that placebo effect. I think it's the alcohol, but we'll see. But anyway, if you found value in this, I would love it if you would give me a thumbs up. If you are liking our content, please consider subscribing to our channel. And if you know someone you think might enjoy our content, please share our channel. That helps us, helps our platform to grow, and we appreciate that so very much. And with that, I am going to say good night. Okay, so I made a tea. And so I used a peppermint tea, and I steeped it, and then I put in about a tablespoon of honey and some fresh grated ginger, and I think probably a pinch of cinnamon, and just a little, actually more than a pinch, probably about 1/8 of a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a pinch of salt. And then I added 1 teaspoon of the Goldenrod tincture and 2 teaspoons of the elderberry tincture to my tea. And I'm hoping that this will help me get some sleep tonight, and then I won't be coughing all night. It tastes really good. Like, I can't even tell that there's alcohol in it. So, and I read recommendations as to how many teaspoons you should have of a tincture versus like elderberry syrup. And so I'm following the guidelines. So I'm gonna go finish this. I'm gonna go to bed, hopefully, and I'll fill you in tomorrow. Good morning, guys. My voice sounds a little better. I have to say, last night was one of the better nights of sleep I've had since Christmas Eve after coming down with this junk. So I'm thinking that elderberry and goldenrod tincture in my little tea I made up helped. I will tell you this though, I still woke up some in the night, and it was normal. I was just like drenched. I was just sweating like crazy. And I haven't had a fever. John hadn't had a fever with this stuff. So that was kind of interesting. But I knew when I put the cinnamon and the ginger in my tea that those are warming. And yeah, they were warming. So hopefully I can keep using the tincture and knock this stuff out. So anyway, this is my update. Hope you're having a good one.